I've just upgraded the harbor to its maximum level. So that has increased my cargo multiplier by, well, by a little bit. It went from 140% up to 150%. So that's cool. Now, what do I actually need? I don't know. Like, what should I set it for sale for? Set sale for? I'm not certain of that. But I think what I'll do is give it a minute. I'll come over here where the camp has reached like max level. Boy, I cannot talk today. All right. And then the mine also has gotten up to max level, and all of this happened since last night. All right, so the increase or the decrease in this is from 48 seconds to 45 seconds on the single excavation time. So instead of being the 48 seconds to go and find some various things from the mine, it's down to 45. Now, from last night's excavations, we got 11,600 coins, 8,800 hero XP potions, 31 stamina, 2 diamonds, 2 auto battle tokens, auto fight chances, 10 mithril, and a couple of chests here. We'll see what those are when we claim it. And that's going to be 2 insignia of endurance 3s and 2 insignia of mages 1s for that. So good to know that we got all that sitting there, and just from overnight endeavors. This is the honorary commander pack. It comes with 8 rare summon crystals, 1 legendary skill crystal, 1 mythic extract, 500 stamina, 100,000 gold, and 200 diamonds for $14.99. Apparently 400% off. That's a decrease for sure in the price. That's crazy. And it's got a little greed guy standing there. Huh. Weird. Alright. Oh, and then we followed up with an ad for the fortune pack. We got 15 rare summoning crystals, 500 stamina, and 300,000 coins for $4.99, which is apparently 1,000% off. That's incredible. Alright, now, moving on. Daily luck, we can go to that and claim now on it and see what we get here. We got 1 legendary summoning crystal shard, 10 auto fight chances, and 40,000 gold for our daily luck thing. That's kind of cool. What else do we have over here? We got the W Gold Shop, and it has 10 diamonds in it. And the regular bundle has 15 more diamonds. Alright, I think that's all my freebies from the shop right now. While we're in the, in the realm of buying things, let's check over here. I don't think I want any of that stuff for those prices. I'm good, thanks. Got something in the window over here. Bugajoa used arrogance last night. Something else we have recent is code from Cody, and I don't know if we got this one on there or not on the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it's still active. It's Edrin25WOR. I'm gonna put that in chat. So let's see. It's capital AEDRIN 25WOR. Alright, now I'm going to quick claim and give while I'm here, and then I'm going to go put that in on the screen. You go to your profile, you go to settings, go to redeem code, and that's where you put AEDRIN 25WOR. Alright, let's see if it works. Redemption successful. Now we go over to our mail. Alright, so looks like there's a few things in the mailbox, but this one is the reward for that. It says, Dear Commander, the attached is your CD key reward. Have fun in the game. And what we got is 1 Dark Ball Gem. I don't know what a Dark Ball Gem is, but let's claim it. I'm sure it's good for something, right? Then we have this, which it says Titanic Ruins Matrix 1 adjustments. Dear Commander, Titanic Ruins Matrix 1 will undergo a major revamp in the update on 1.6.26. The stage will close on 1.5.26 and reopen after the update on 1.6.26. Please schedule your challenges accordingly. After the adjustments are complete, auto fight records will be cleared. For details, please refer to the system notice, and then it gives you that. Then we have Watcher of Realms New Year's Gift. Dear Commander, as the new year arrives, the Watcher of Realms team is thrilled to embark on another year of adventure with you across the land of Tia. To mark this special occasion, we'd like to extend our warmest wishes for a successful and prosperous 2026 to all our commanders. We have prepared some New Year's gifts for our commanders as we welcome 2026 together. Rewards: Ancient Summoning Crystal Titan. Requirement: clear stage in 1-9 to claim from Mail Attachment. Cool. Alright. Reward claim 12/31/25. So let us claim these 10 Ancient Summoning Crystals from the mail. Very nice. X off of there. Now we've got something in the Player Center. The Player Center opens up a new window, and you can click on the chest at the top. That'll activate an in-game mail that'll be sent to you. And then there's the event sign-in, which you click one of the numbers on the event sign-in screen, and you'll get a little bit of, progress on that bar. Alright, what is this over here? Oh yes, this is just telling us we have some things we could read that we haven't read yet. And then what? You've got events over here. We've got the Frostfall Jamboree that has an event sign-in in it, which gives us 2 of these rare summoning crystals for that. We've got the Frostfall sign-in over here, which is day 10. We get Frost Keystone Advanced and a legendary summoning crystal for that. Otherwise, let's see. Frostfall Jamboree has the Treasure Hunt Celebration. Haven't seen this one yet, it's new. Okay, that showed a bunch of stuff, and then it disappeared, and I didn't pay enough attention to what it was to actually know what's going on here. I assume it's just a tile, open, we click a tile and we see what's in it, but let's check the little eye. It says use lucky knobs, tap on tiles, and win rewards. You may choose to go to the next floor after winning the special reward on the current floor. The higher the floor, the better the rewards. Please note that you cannot return to the previous floor once you confirm to go to the next one. After checking the Open All option, tapping on the card flipping area will consume lucky knives until the special reward is drawn or there are no more lucky knives. After checking the Skip the Flip animation option, the flipping animation will be skipped. After checking the Open All and Skip the Flip animation options, they will remain checked for this login, but will be unchecked after logging in again. Alright, all good information. What I don't see is how many knives we have. It says each unlocking consumes 1 knife, but I don't know how many knives. So let's just try clicking on one. You don't have enough lucky knives. So I guess there it is up there. The little knife. Boy, I'm really blind. Alright. Now, what is this? Earn lucky knives by completing daily quests. Well, that makes sense. Alright. This is more of the boxes. I haven't sent any of those. How's about, what if I get one of these, just 20 W gold pieces here, and then figure out how this works, because I haven't done it at all. So we get 20 diamonds, and then what? We do gift box sharing? Yes. Gift box name, click it. Alright, how do I share it? I have no idea. Is it in the inventory maybe? Maybe I go to storage? There's quests. Yeah, that's not what I want to go to. Absolutely not. Is it in storage? Ah, maybe it's in the shard. No, the shard is in the shard. Use that. I have no idea. Did I even do it right? I don't know. See if I can find it. No, I can't. No idea how to do it. I don't think it would be in any of these other places, really. I think it would be right here. If it was going to be here, did it share automatically? Is it here somewhere? It's not. Does it share here? No, no luck, no luck. I have no idea. Maybe I go back to that. Maybe I need to click something more on that screen. Okay, we click here. I mean, I've bought one. It says claimable 1. What does it mean, I wonder? Wait, let's check the eye. During the event, complete event requests to earn Frostfall gift tokens, which can be used to redeem Frostfall gift boxes. After the event ends, tokens will be stored in storage and can be used in the next event. Frostfall gift boxes. During the event, collect enough tokens to redeem different types of Frostfall gift boxes from the main event page. Different types of Frostfall gift boxes have different redemption values and reward claim limits. The random items obtained from them also vary. Please check the specific gift box information on the redemption interface and redeem as needed. Go to the gift box sharing interface to view your redeemed gift boxes. Gift box sharing interface. You can share your gift boxes to chat channels. Upon sharing, you'll immediately receive a random reward from the gift box. Does that mean I shared? I got like some diamonds. I don't know. Each recipient can claim one random reward from the same box until all rewards are claimed. Upon redeeming the gift boxes, they can only be claimed once. Rewards are obtained directly and be shared. After the event ends, redeemed gift boxes can no longer be shared, and those shared ones will expire with no more rewards available. Claiming rewards from shared gift boxes requires one gift box key. Every player will receive 5 gift box keys when the event starts. Gift box keys can be obtained by completing event quests. After the event ends, the remaining gift box keys will be automatically converted into gold and sent to your mailbox. Okay, that's all fine and well. So we go here, all right, and here it is, gift box name. Let's click it. Okay, so we did claim it. Where did it share to? That's what I learned. I have no idea where it shared to. I didn't see if there was something that told me where I could share it, then I missed it. I don't know what to say. It's disappeared. I don't know. I got nothing. All right. Well, that was an experience. Let's go to Brave Conquest. See what that's all about. Earn points by looting gear pieces and meteorites from Gear Raid and Artifact Material Raid. Then we have. It's time to summon more heroes, and that starts tomorrow, not today. So that's going to be summoning and getting points. Well, Frostfall gift. Yes, this has got some things there for me to look at. Okay, so no idea. No idea. All right, let's go down here and look at. I want to do the harbor, but at the same time, what if something requires me to do something to do with that? Guild daily sign in. We get 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity, and 2,000 gold for that. For the guild info, we can claim our chests here. Maybe I should wait on all of these sorts of things. It occurs to me, because I do want to progress the storyline, and maybe I need to concentrate on that and then claim stuff as I go, because what if the storyline requires that I do something of that nature? Feels like I should be safer rather than sorrier in that regard. Let's go ahead to the storyline. That's what we have. Clear campaign stage H4-14. Let's go see if we can do this whole line of things. All right. Jungle 1, we need no more than 6 heroes on the team. We've got 1 portal to defend. 3 portals are there. The enemy's portals are there. All right, Carrion Hound, Plated Komodo, Skeleton Executioner, and Skeleton Archers. Okay, we have a lot of spaces for people on platforms. Maybe not so many for the melee guys. Hard to say for sure. We shall find out when we get in. Sometimes, you really can't tell very well. Let us switch out Autumn for Dao Chan if I can find her. There she is. All right. And then who else might I want to move around here right now? I've got a few fighters on board. I don't know if I have a room for fighters to go down on the board or not. I don't need to bring Wrath, but I like his Lord bonus, and I would rather do it for that reason alone, if for nothing else. I haven't leveled everybody up enough to, see, I thought I had gotten rid of, yes, okay, I had, and then I guess I must have, I don't know, I'm crazy. That's all I know. There's 6 of them now, and Autumn is gone. So, let's not start in takeover like it wants us to. Let's go to here, and it wants us to have 101,200 BP for this level. We have 268,690, so it shouldn't be an issue. We're going to go ahead and start. We are well ahead of where we're supposed to be for the storyline. We need to just kind of push through, I think, at this point. The time has come, So let's grab out Arrogance, as is the normal start here. I'm going to follow that up with Ain, or Ein, if you prefer. And put him behind Arrogance. Theoretically, this should go pretty quickly. I'm going to double time it a little so that we can just get him out a bit faster. I didn't see anything that was going to cause real issues or anything like that. I'll go ahead and put Dao Chan out. That way she can start charging up to switch into her utility stance. May as well do that. And since we've got the time and the inclination, let's stick Brienne out here like this. And of course she's outside of healing range, but I have little concern about that. I should have put her there just so that she could get the boost to her DPS. It would have been smart, but you know, that's alright. I wonder, what if I stuck... Nah, I won't. What if I just stick her here and try to hit them on their way out of here? I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Really, it's actually not a good idea. I won't do that. I'll just put her over here, I suppose, and cover this area as they come in. I don't really know why, because really, I mean, they're not going to make it past arrogance anyway. It's kind of a moot point. I suppose I could put Wrath over there. I feel like I want to undeploy her. She's in a bad spot. I don't know if there was anything about characters dying or not. We certainly don't want any characters dying. I can put Wrath here. He'll be within healing range, and, you know, they'll stop him there. I don't know. Honestly, it's not even... I shouldn't have even put him here. I should have put him over the side so that he could DPS from there. And that's what I'm going to do. Switching him if we've got time. It's really, again, it's such a fast thing. It's not like I'm going to need to protect arrogance. They're not going to make it over to arrogance anyway. So no real sense in it. We'll move people around willy-nilly. How about that? Seems fine. The redeployment is on the slow side, but what can you do? When you make silly mistakes like that, you just gotta suffer the consequences. Didn't even have time to get Brienne out again, but that's not actually a problem. It's fine. It just means that they died very quickly. Alright, so we got that. We got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, 600 coins, and 1 green guy. And that was H1-1, I believe, or H4-1. I don't know what I'm talking about. H4-2 is what we're on now. Alright, so, same kind of thing. So we have Scourge, Skeleton Archers, Ghoul Hounds, Carrion Hounds, Scaled Komodos, and Skeleton Executioners. So they're all pretty common mobs. Let's go ahead and fight. And may as well keep the same team. And again, so far ahead of the BP required for this level, it really shouldn't be particularly difficult to get through. We just gotta, like I said, basically blow through it. We've got 1 portal to protect, and otherwise, you know, they've got 3 oncoming portals. So, shouldn't be much of an issue. You know, I could stick Wrath over there just to beat on that guy while he's sitting there, doing nothing. Why don't I? It should be a fast enough situation that it doesn't really matter, you know? Stick her here and face up. Because, again, with my BP being so much higher, it's kind of a penny, you know? You just, you know, don't really need too much, you know, brains or planning involved, when your BP is so much higher than the monsters, you know? Let's see here. Could put her really anywhere. I guess we can put her here and face down. She'll get beat up a bit. she gets beat up, you know, too much, I could withdraw her, but it doesn't really matter because again, there's nothing saying that I need to um, have any particular like. Sometimes it'll say no hero can die or something like that if you want all 3 shards, but that's not the case here. So it's not really necessary in any way to do that. We're at 21 to 21. Finished. What was that? H4-2, I think. We got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. Now we're on 4-3, which we have same setup as before, and the same kind of creatures as before. So it's just a harder version of the same exact thing. So let's go ahead and just do the same thing. That was simple enough, and again, where our BP is still much, much higher than that of our enemies. And actually, you know, I really should have just stuck him down at the entryway and made this all go a little faster. But didn't do it. I don't know if I can just kind of put these guys here and speed it up any or not. It may slow it down. I'm not sure. Because they're not piling on the DPS when I do that. I'm not sure. We'll see. Just try some stuff out and find out what happens. Happy New Year, Stroby One Kenobi. How you been doing? It's, you know, we got another 12 and a half hours over here before the new year rings in, but should be coming along, hopefully. If all goes well. Stroby says not too bad. Busy holiday season. Sure. Yes, definitely that. No doubt about it. Trying to see which of these guys needs the most help, and I could stick Ain over there with them, but so far it's moving along fairly nicely, so let's just double time it. And if I need to throw Ain out to help with something, then I can. Or I could put, you know, I could put her on one side. Oh, well, I guess I don't even have time. I was thinking of trying to speed it up a little more, but I suppose it was fast enough. Stroby says, how have you been? I've been pretty good. Been very busy. We got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins. What have you been up to lately? I know you've been doing some holiday stuff as well. We got a gold raid here. This should be pretty straightforward as usual. Let's see if there's any different creatures. Still the Gold Goblin King, the Advanced Gold Goblin, and a Mythic Gold Goblin. I feel like I've dealt with a Mythic Gold Goblin before, but I think it's just harder versions of the normal Goblin. Now let's see here. Voltus has become less good. I haven't really had a lot of chance to try out this Edrin guy yet. I think he's going to be pretty good. Why don't I stick him here? And again, we're way overpowered, so I wonder if I could blockade them. Let's see here before I do that. He's not a tank. I have a tank. The tank is Baron. Maybe how far ahead, I wonder, does he hit? I don't really remember. If he only hits one spot, that's less useful. Let's just go ahead and go to. Would you like to use them now? Not really. I don't really want to use my gold thing. Maybe I should. Stroby says, been on a CRPG kick. Alright, so I understand RPG, so what's the C part? Um, let's see here. If I can concentrate for just a second. I don't know. I'm gonna try Edrin outside, I think, in a minute. But I'm gonna say, I don't know. Maybe I don't have time to try him out really right now. Maybe that was a silly idea. Surfboard says, any new heroes? Um, New heroes. Let me think. You know what? I got Greed in the for logging in for a certain number of days. Maybe it was like 21 days. I'm not really sure, but I got him for some reason. That was cool. Who else? Since last I was on, maybe you've all seen. I know you've all seen Dao Qian, and Laurel. I don't know. I can't really remember. Oh, you know what? I got Hollow the other day. That's a cool one. I don't know if you've seen him or not yet, Sir Board. But he's neat. I haven't really done anything with her yet, so I don't know how good she is. But it seems like she would be neat. You know. I actually one of the ones I like the best right now of my newest acquisitions is Laurel. I think she's great for boosting the DPS of the team. She's wonderful utility. Stroker and Kenobi says they're more quick and move and turn-based games. Okay, so it's a turn-based RPG. It's just like it's like Final Fantasy One. You said like Baldur's Gate, it's the Lost Tribe, games like that. I played Baldur's Gate like once. I bought it and then I played it, I guess twice technically, once by myself and then the second time with a team. And then I guess interpersonal relationships between some of the team members, a couple of the team members, caused us not to play together at that game anymore, and we just never got back to it. Um, but yeah, so I got 25 diamonds, 560 XP potions, 9,200 coins, and one green guy for that. Dill says hello, hello, Dill. Dill, did you change your name there, or am I just seeing it differently for the first time? Strober One Kenobi says turn-based combat, that should say. Okay, alright. And Surboard says, is your Dao Chan A1? Yes, my Dao Chan is in fact A1. Well, okay. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe she is unawakened. I don't think that's A1. A1 would mean if I had put something into her, I had not put anything into her. Alright, we got Carrion Hounds, Skeleton Archers, Mutants, Rock, Zombies, Scaled Komodos, Skeleton Executioners, and Skeleton Fighters. So not much in the way of ranged guys, but just a horde of creatures. We have 2 portals to protect, and they have 2 portals oncoming, so... Alright. We're just going to use the same team again. I can't imagine it's going to be a problem. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. Let's give it a shot, see where we can put people down. Okay, so we can actually place people anywhere on the board, which is interesting. It's a good place to be. We'll start with placing him here, and facing up, just because he gets a broader spread that direction. Now, we've got a guy there who'll be incoming here soon. And what if I put him? Well, no, not there. Maybe what if I put him here, facing down? And then we put Ain behind him for that little added boost. We can put Dao Chen in one of the corners, and weigh in from there. I really don't think it's going to be an issue. but let's see what happens. Sir Board says your Dao Chan is just base copy, which is A0. Okay, yes. It's that. I haven't done anything to her. Whatever, however you phrase that, that's where it's at. She has the non-expanded range. Oh, I guess I can put her here and then put an eye on the other side, facing the other direction. We can switch her into utility mode. Yeah, the Dao Chan, I think she's fully starred, fully promoted, fully leveled, but yeah, she's not awakened at all. Let's turn that to double time here. I put the Anai too far away to be able to hit the one who's just standing there, waiting for his time to move. Alright, we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins. You guys gonna be doing anything for New Year's tonight? We have here H4-6. We have 2 portals to protect. They've got a couple of flying portals and a couple of ground portals. So we have the lizard flies going to be incoming from those air portals. Skeleton Executioner, Scaled Komodo, Mutant Rock, Skeleton Archer, Carrion Hound, Skeleton Fighter, and Scalekin Shaman. So we've got a few different range things in addition to the flyers. And then if you look here, we still are way ahead on BP. They're up to 110,880 as they're recommended at the moment. Stroby says watching Stranger Things finale. I haven't watched that in some years. I did watch the first few, let's say the first few seasons, I think. Maybe we'll just stick him over here and face him there so he hits a little sooner. And maybe I should have done that on the arrogance row as well. I don't know. I'll just wait and see how things look. Put her down here, I suppose, and that way she can hit both sides. I prefer to actually prepare or to pair an eye with arrogance, because he or she rather has some things that trigger off of burning, and I should have put a knife further forward than that. It occurs to me because she's not going to get the hits as soon as she otherwise could. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. I just make the strangest decisions. Let's see here. Dill says, not me, but I'm sure my neighbors will be shooting fireworks till 2 a.m. Yeah, that works. Sir Board said, did you get the unpolished soulstone from the event yet? Yes, I did. but I haven't decided to use it yet. I'm one of those people who just like can't commit, you know, when it's something that I know is only going to be there once. It's like it makes it more difficult for me to pull the trigger on it, you know. I know that they don't come around very often, and so I want to save it. And it's like I know I shouldn't, and I know that I really ought to put it into Dao Chen because she's like a limited banner or whatever, right? And so she's the obvious choice because I guess I can't get a copy of her very easily, probably. I don't know enough about the game to say that for sure, but that's what I understand from you guys. So we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. So yeah, I understand that it's, you know, a good idea to do that, and I should do that. Dale says my poor dogs hate fireworks. They'll all be in bed with me. Well, you know, at least they can cuddle up, right? Alright, we've got one portal to protect. We got 3 portals incoming. Doesn't look like any flyers. We got Butcher, Scaled Komodo, Carrion Hound, and Skeleton Executioner, Doom's Rock, Melee Skeleton Fighter, Mutinous Rocks, and Ghoul Hounds. So all of that is actually melee. We've got quite a few platforms. And who knows how many melee places? Hard to say. Let's go to the fight and go ahead and jump in. Ah, well, we could set up anywhere. So I mean, hey, why not just set up here then? Seems like a fine and dandy place. And I guess we could do aim next, just in case any of these guys, you know, start piling up a bit. I don't really think it's going to be an issue because um, I don't think they're going to live long enough to get over to this area. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something crazy going to happen here, unexpected. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. Okay, if it hit that one, if I go there, what if I come back here and just hit those guys just to take care of them before they activate? So board says, so limited heroes come like every 2 months or so. When they come, it could be a new limited, or they might do a return of previous limited. Only on special occasions do they do choose your limited. I see. So it's possible that I could get her again soon, but then again, she may not come around for many months. Put him here. And we'll just place Dao Chen here so that she can act as utility for these guys. So board says exactly, we'll never know. Right. So it's just less, you know, it's not very predictable, and then plus you'd also have to be able to pull her. Even if she was on a limited banner, there's, you know, the question of whether, you know, I could actually get her or not. So probably would be the best to do that. I just haven't committed to it yet, basically. They ran her twice already this year. Well, you know, tomorrow is a new year, though. Who knows? I have Edrin, and he was on, I guess he was on a limited banner, right? I think so. Um, and so the question is, should I give it to Edrin, or should I give it to Dao Chan? Or should I just hang on to it until I get somebody that I want it for more? Because it looks like it expands her range and kind of increases her stats. Dale says we probably won't get another choice of our own again until the anniversary. Anniversary of the game, I assume? Sir Board says last time they did choose your own was the anniversary. So maybe every 6 months or something like that. I don't know when their anniversary is. I'm just guessing that makes sense. We got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. Dell says, yeah, it's the summer. Cool. That seemed like the right amount of time between them. Alright, here we have another one where we're protecting one portal. They have 3 portals, none of them are flying. We've got a Scorched Devourer. Let's read about him real fast. He's a boss. He has fiery carnage. The Scorched Devourer periodically swings his blazing blade, dealing massive damage to surrounding units one time. Rekindled Ember. Upon death, the Scorched Devourer will be reborn in nether flames, guiding them to swirl around and deal continuous damage to surrounding enemies over time. He's also immune to all crowd control effects except slow. A formidable warrior raised by the netherworld, said to have emerged from the scorching inferno of hatred and resurrected repeatedly through the power of raging flames. Then we have skeleton fighters, scaled promoters, zombies, elite skeleton archers, mutant Zerot, and scalekin warrior. So they're low on ranged guys coming at us. And again, we only have the one portal to defend, so see what they recommend. 135,000. 520 is the recommended BP, which we have about double of at the moment. So board says, did you get the 10 ancients from the mail? I did. Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh? I approve. Alright, we'll set up our blockade here first and foremost. And that ought to keep them busy. Now, I don't know yet where I want to put the other guys. I have to kind of decide as things play out. You know, I could put them at random places, and I'm sure it would be perfectly fine. But, you know what? Let's try and doing it in a more reasonable manner. So we have this guy coming out. I made the assumption that he would stop somewhere, but he doesn't seem to be stopping. So, with that in mind, he did stop somewhere. All right. Then, in that case, that's what we're doing. We're going to pile up around him, I think. And, see if we can knock him out pretty quickly. He died once, and he's working on it again, I think. They do have some rangers, so what if I put her here, and then do this. We can double down this whole situation. And it should go pretty quickly. I somehow forgot to change down gen to utility stance. That's fine. Oh, so board says make sure you have Dalchan in your red form. Exactly. Yeah, I had failed to do that for a whole second there. I was a little late on the uptake. Alright, we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. I think it's funny that it says heroes do not attack enemies outside their attack range. What a tip. Yeah. This is their attack range. Do they attack outside of it? It's not entirely true either, because sometimes the people override. I know there's that Idril. She certainly does attack outside of her attack range. I still don't have Idril. But I've seen her in the arena a number of times. Alright, let's go ahead to the fight screen and check and see what this map looks like. Alright, we have one portal to protect. They've got 3 ground portals. They've got skeleton fighters, zombies, skeleton mages, skeleton warriors, carrying hounds, scaled komodos, and scarlet mages. So that should be all pretty straightforward. They're recommending a BP of at least 138,600. Simple enough, can do. Alrighty, we actually don't need to set up down there. We can bring it over here like this. And start piling up here. Seems like a fine choice. And then I think I'll stick Dao-Chan right here and start her charging on that ultimate. Not sure yet where I want to put the others because it kind of depends on if how the creatures come out and where they want to stop and hang out before they move forward, or if there's if there is a place that happens. For now, yes, okay, there that one is. Let's put her here then to hit that guy and still receive the healing from Dao-Chan directly. Say theoretically because she may be dead before that occurs. However, I think I'm going to stick her here, try to help with that DPS situation. Support says, I was lucky and got 3 unpolished this month. Wow, that's crazy. How'd you do that? And I put all of it into Valara, even the unpolished from the event. So now Valara is A4. That sounds awesome. I have no idea who Valara is, but anybody that you can knock into A4 like that, it's gotta be nice. Let's see if we can go just beat on this. Well, let's see. Which one do we want to beat on? It might make more sense to beat on this one here for a minute. And if he starts dying, we'll just pick him up. And we'll pick him up anyway, because we killed it so fast. And then we can replace him wherever it looks convenient if it's still going in a minute. Got a horde of the shamans. I guess they're those lizard scale shamans, or maybe, I don't know. I'm not very good at recognizing things visually. I know there's some kind of shamans of the lizard scale variety anyway. At this point, I'm going to turn her back into the DPS form. Not that I think it matters a great deal, but I mean, in this case, it matters normally, but not right now. Alright, got a victory on that stage. I don't remember what stage that was. Maybe we're on H4-8? Don't know. I got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. Sir Board says there's a chance to get unpolished or legendary soulstones from Nightmare 3, 4, and Abyss chest rewards from Guild Boss. Nice. That's super cool. So that was 4-9. Now we're on 4-10. We can do, I think we almost did Nightmare 2 last night. Like, we got most of the way. There might have been, I think there might have been around 20% left on his health. But I couldn't quite get there. Needed Stroby to come in and finish him off. Alright, we got Jungle 9, or Jungle... Okay, so this is interesting because it's Jungle 9, but it's 4-10. Alright, so, let's go to fight. Have a look at this map. We've got 2 portals to protect. There's going to be a couple of guys who stand there and have this little red outlined area of influence around them. We've got 3 ground portals. We got Scarlet Mages, scaled Komodos, scaled mages, skeleton fighters, elite skeleton archers, and scaled warrior share. Surboard says Valara is the female horse girl. Okay, I know of that character. I've probably seen her, but I don't remember. I've seen Apsan. He's the male centaur. So I assume Valara is a female centaur, right? So she's one of the tacticians who can move around. That's cool. I'm interested in the tacticians, but I haven't had the opportunity to have one yet. Dill says Epson is the male horse girl. Now we're getting very, very. Never mind. All right. I think we just go on into this. It should be simple enough, I think. All right, here comes the lumbering shaman. And how's about I don't worry too much about him, so I'm just gonna stick arrogance right here for the moment, and then I guess I can put. I don't know. I gotta think about this for a second. Where do I want to put people? I could put Dao Chan. I could put Dao Chan here. It wouldn't hit arrogance. I don't think that's going to matter at all. Because what we're really going to try to keep up is the ones who are going to be shooting the other guys, right? I think so. So how about we put me in here? We don't have anybody else who can shoot at great distance, or at quite as much distance, I guess I should say, as her, as far as going to take care of that other mage over there. Closest I could come is right here, and that won't work. So if I put her down, she's going to get smitten, totally smitten. Still might do it anyway. Actually, why don't I just put Wrath down and we can move him around? How about that? He's nice and cheap. He only costs 16 to put out. And he's going to smash this fellow pretty handily, so why not? And he can take a few more hits before I pick him up. Support says I've never gotten Epsan. I have A5 Libra, but never pulled Epsan. I don't know who Libra is, and I haven't pulled Epsan either. Dill says I've got an A5 Azor. Okay, is that the demon guy? Is he the guy who looks like he looks like that other demon guy? He looks like Sorceless, but he's got bigger horns, I think. He pulled him 8 times. I don't know if that's the guy. Is Azor? He's the dwarf blacksmith. Okay. I don't think I've seen that. Okay, is he? Okay. The dwarf blacksmith makes me think of Borut. Because he's the guy, he's the black market guy. Right? He's the dwarf, though. Dwarf blacksmith. Don't know. They're beating up on poor old arrogance out there. Never did nothing to nobody. Now Wrath eventually has a heal, like a self-heal. And I don't know if I have that. I don't think I have that active on him. Like I don't think that I have that awakened or whatever it is. I think it's awakened. I think you have to have him awakened a certain number of times to him. Surfboard says the dwarf in the event. Yeah, I don't notice visual things very well. I did see that Borut is the one in in the black, like the black market guy, but I'm really, really bad at noticing things like that. I don't really know. I don't know which one he is. I'll try to look. I assume it's the Tales of the Smith quest. I really didn't know there was a character associated with the Tales of the Smith, but maybe he's there somewhere. I'll have to look. All right, we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. Okay, now we're on 4-11, moving right along. We've got 3 more levels after this one, and then we'll be able to move the storyline forward, which is great. I had put it off because it was like, I've got to do 14 levels, and I've got all these other events going on that I'll participate in, and then there's real life, but we're going to get through this. I do want to finish the storyline. If possible, I would like to finish it very soon, but we'll see. Alright, so 4-11, we'll go to fight, and we'll go to this screen here to have a look at it. Alright, we've got 2 soul shards to defend. They only appear to have 1 portal, but they have 3 mages out right now, right out the gate. They have Scarlet Mages, Skeleton Fighters, Skeleton Executioners, Mutant Rock, Ghoul Hounds, Dunes Rock, and Elite Skeleton Archers. So, a couple of ranged guys, the rest are melee. They have most of the board covered with damage. And if we look here, so they're up to 141,363 as their suggested EP for the stage. Still not too concerned, gonna call that good enough for the moment. And have a look at where do I want to actually put people under those conditions. I think if I stick him here, we can go ahead and just start hitting him now. And I wonder, I don't know, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I need him to be protecting this area. Probably I do. It's too bad because it would be cool. But we'll do it like this. It'll be fun. And then how's about I put Dao Chan here. No, not here. That's silly. What a silly idea. What if I put Dao Chan here? Actually, have a bit of a wider spread of coverage. Then I can throw her here, and she won't be covered with the heals, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. Now the only way to hit these other guys is to stick somebody out there in that area, and that would be, I think that's probably fine. Trying to use my brain for a second. It's hard, you know, using the old brain. It's a tough situation. But I think if I stick her here, I don't know if anybody's going to be coming up and down at any point. I mean, I could just be safe and stick her here, and then she'll not only get the healing, but she'll also cover both sides to some degree, assuming they even make it that far, which they probably won't. The other thing I can do is throw Wrath over here to beat on this guy. He's drawing fire from the other fellow pretty well. Go ahead and pick him up and let these guys get a little closer and be demolished by the DPS over here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I need to stick Ain out to make sure that happens. Right here, probably. And then I'll switch her into her DPS stance, and that way this can all go a little faster. And we'll throw the double time on. guy is taking some damage. It's not terrible, but it's happening. Guess I'll go ahead. Well, let's see. She takes. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm gonna switch her and try to see if we can save Anai from being knocked out. All right. Onward and upward. So we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. So like that. Move forward. And we're on H12. H4-12 is, in fact, if my words would only work. Alright. Fight here. And we're up to needing 143,616 in order to meet the recommendation. They've got 2 ground portals, 4 placed mages, and we're going to protect 1 soul shard. Got quite a few platforms, and of course you never know how many melees. I wish there was an indication on the map of where you'd be able to stick your melee guys, because sometimes that can be very surprising. You know, you may only get 1 or 2 spots and you have no idea, and you've got 3 or 4 melee guys in your squad. So, you know, it would be kind of cool if maybe there could be like a dotted line outline or something like that, just to say, hey, you can stick melee guys in these locations. But, you know, also maybe it's part of the challenge. I don't know. Gotta be careful how many of those melee guys you bring. That's all I know. Alright, so we have the Scarlet Mages, Scalekin Soldiers, Skeleton Platters, Zombies, Elite Skeleton Archers, Scale Promoters, and Scourges, who will be involved in this fight on stage 4-12. And so, let's see, I think I will stick Arrogance here. Is that a good idea? That's the question. I think that is a good idea. Right here sounds great. And then we'll stick Dao Chen here. Yes, here. Seems smart. And then, let's see. Who do we want to put in different places? I think maybe Brienne down here, because she can hit this Skeleton Mage from there. Then we can put Anai down. I think we can put Anai right here, and she'll be able to get the healing and still hit both of those guys who are currently hanging out right there. Now maybe just for kind of security's sake, in case something untoward happens, we'll put Wrath right here and face him down, and that way we have a blocker. Just in case that's needed for any reason. So let's go ahead and double time this. Now, I can put Ain out at any time, you know, wherever he may be needed, or just as extra DPS to move things along a little faster. So far, it's not been necessary, and I kind of doubt it will be necessary. And at this point, we're going to move Zhao Chan to DPS mode. Could have already done that, but just kind of want to make sure everything was kosher. It looks pretty straightforward. I'm looking to see if there's anywhere I want to bottleneck these guys with aim, but the fact is they're really not making it to a good location to pile DPS on them, so there's no real reason to. Alrighty, So, we got a victory on that. And we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 gold coins for that. Hero promotion will unlock new skills. Yes, it will. Alright, 413. Let's go ahead and click fight. We've got 3 soul shards to protect. They have... Wow. They have 7 portals. None of them are in the air. They're all ground portals, it appears. They have mutant Xeroth, skeleton fighters, stitched carrion, scaled komodos, oozes. Now the oozes will combine with each other to make bigger oozes. Scalekin shaman, and here's the ooze that they will combine to form, which is a slime devourer. And he's basically just bigger, stronger, better ooze. He's the brand new version. Alright, 144,460 is the suggested BP for this level. We way outstripped that, so let's just move forward with this. There are 3 spots we're going to want to put some melee types. Maybe. I'm not sure it's terribly important to do that because, again, we have arrogance, and we can stick him in the middle. It was a very lucky thing getting arrogance. He's really, really good. So just incredibly lucky is all I can say about that to get him. Let's double time this and see what we're working with. I could go ahead and stick out Dao-Chan, but again, I don't really know where I want to put her. So I'm kind of waiting. I guess we could throw... How about... Let me look at something real quick. Yeah. So what if I throw Wrath here and Amy here for this fight? And they'll probably sit there and do nothing the whole game. But just in case it's needed. Oh yes, we've got that going on. Let's do something about that business out there. Yeah, why not? We'll go this way, and then we'll take her and go this way. Let's take care of this whole loose situation. And then we'll look and see if we want to put Dao-Chan somewhere. Sure we do want to, it's just a matter of when. Who needs it the worst, you know? And of course it would be much more difficult if our BP was anywhere close to where the creature's deep BP is. And even so, you see, those slimes managed to get together and make a new life form. Two became one. Alright, we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 gold coins for that. And then we're on the coveted 4-14. Go to fight, and then let's have a look at the map. With 3 soul shards to protect, they have 3 ground portals, or no, 4 ground portals. One of them is just kind of hidden at the edge of the map down there. They're going to have slime devourers, which are going to apparently go across the back there. That'll be a pain. The only person who can really reach them in this current group that I have is going to be Brienne. Now, if I had Phelan, she could reach them as well. You know, realistically, that may not be a bad idea to switch an eye for Phelan for this fight. We could put Brienne at the forefront with Phelan behind her on the same side. Between the two of them, they should be able to kill one of those slimes, making the merge. I assume this would make the merge not happen. Oh, let's see. So they've got the slime devourers, the carrion hounds, Ghoulhounds, Stitched Carrion, Scarlet Mage, Scalekin Mage, Mutant's Rock, Plated Komodo, Butcher, and Scalekin Shaman. You're familiar with all of those. They have a decent component of ranged and also melee. Let's see if we can find Phelan. There she is. Yeah. Because her range up to will work out very well for this. Let's see. I think she can. I don't know. Maybe she can. She may not be able to. Let me just start this by checking. She can go 3 ahead. She can't. Well, that's all fine and well. I guess I'll just use her as cover like the others. That's too bad. Alright, well, let's go. Actually, hold on. Could I and should I go here? I could try it. Maybe here instead. I don't know. I mean, here seems fun. Or even here. Alright, if I did here, I could hit one of these slimes right out the gate. We could form a bit of a wall, but Arrogance would not be being hit by the heals. If I went up here, I could have some heals on him. But, I don't know, pros and cons, you know? I feel like here may be better. They're like, hey, we're coming, guys. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to my other thought of just putting him here, and then we're gonna make a little stand in this area. That's what we're gonna do. And then I will throw the healer, Dao Chan, here. And I think, let's see, which one of these guys? I think that probably Ain is the less sturdy of the group. So we'll stick Brienne down with him to make less people ultimately be hitting on him. So there we go. And then we'll put Phelan down or up there at the top behind Dao Chan, and just do like this. Get a little bit of a spread there. It's not great. Yeah, it wasn't the best choice. For some reason, I was thinking she could get a little further out. She has a wide spread, but not as long of a spread as I was thinking. Regardless, I don't think it's going to matter very much because again we're overpowered for this level. So they're giving us a chance to recover from that last group, I think. Might be smart to use things. I don't know. Alright, here comes one of the Giga Slimes. Big boss slime down. Alright, so we got 10 diamonds, 1 legendary extract, 1 rare summoning pistol, 282 XP potions, and 600 points there. And that finished off chapter 4. We do have some things we can collect later. I don't want to do that at this moment. And then, I do want to come and check at the mine to see what's here. We've got 2,400 coins, 2,050 XP potions, 7 stamina, one refill in one chest, which contains 2 insignia of melee attack 2s. Cool. Again, I don't know what to go out hunting for in the harbor, so I'm gonna wait on that. Go to the storyline and claim this for clearing 4-14. And that gives us 1 legendary extract. We also claim this box, which is insignia 3 choice bundle X, which is 10. You can choose which one you want. Insignia of marksman, endurance, melee attack, or mages 3, and you get 100 of them. That's a good amount. Now, challenge Dark Chasm, Nightmare 1 time. We've done that, so we get 3 arena permits for that. Participate in the arena 3 times. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's get it done. We gained 4 of these arena coins for defending against other players. Now, as to which ones, I guess we'll go with this one first. It's a little question there because he's kind of got some things going on with only having one guy, and can be sneaky. Single target DPS challenge is what we're looking at. I don't remember what the map looks like, or if it's just the same kind of thing. But we can put aim behind arrogance, I'm sure. And how about we just, pump them up with Laurel, and I don't know, let's see, what else do we want to do here for a single target? Potentially Baron? I'm not sure. Feel uncertain, but maybe. Let's go with it. See what happens. Actually, I should have put Brienne. I should always put Brienne. That was a silly move. But alas, alack, I did put Brienne. Good for me. Oh, gosh. Sometimes I wonder about me. Well, it was just as tricky as I thought. They had a low DP, but they had an amazing guy, so they're gonna probably slaughter me due to my choice there. That's okay. We'll see how it goes. Let's double time it. They have somebody who costs a lot to bring out, or they would have already had him out. Or they're not putting anybody out and just, throw in the game here. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna double time it. Looks like they're not really doing anything over there. Which is kind of weird, but maybe... there's a guy. Alright. Weird. Okay, next. So that was one of the 3 that we need. We got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold coins for that. Now the next one we're going to do is Sabrian, something like that, who has only Wrath in his party. Again, strange choice. Who am I to judge? I should have saved that as my party so that I didn't have to do this again, but that's not how it went. Do it. Who was my other person? Oh yes, I was bringing Laurel. Now, what I do know is that Brienne cannot do very much, so we shan't put her yet. Just gonna go ahead and do arrogance. And these should be low enough that I should be able to just put arrogance out as soon as possible in the closest possible place, because one at a time they're not going to get by very well. By very well, I mean at all, actually. So I could put him here if I wanted to, but I think, you know what, I think I'll just put him back here, because he'll get the damage either way. And we can just let him get back to here. It'll be fine. Now you'll note that we're not doing a lot of damage to the guy, but you'll also note that he's not doing a lot of damage to the guy. So, it's not as bad as it seems. Now, I think I shall put her, there's there's pros and cons about putting her different places. I think I'll put her right here, facing out, so that she can hit this guy, and I'm assuming there's a next guy, next guy as well. And there will be a next guy, because he's almost got that dead. And we barely won that fight. So let's slow this down again. And I think we're going to stick out... I'll put arrogance in the wrong place. That's funny. Alright, we're going to stick out her next. And hover here. It's crazy how little damage we're doing to this guy. We need some strike through going on. I tell you what else we need is Baron in front of him, so that is going to happen for sure. May as well do it now. My setup is terrible. I needed to put arrogance one step forward, and then I could have put aim behind him and Baron in front. But that's not the way it went, unfortunately. So allow select. We shall stick in to the side of arrogance, just for his ultimate. Too bad. It's the way it is turning out to be. Decisions were made. I don't know. It's hard to say how this is going. I think right now we're winning. I don't know if that means that's any kind of more permanent situation. Yes, okay, this is looking better. Pretty slow fight, that's for sure. What's interesting is that those guys over there are beating solidly on his base, but doing hardly any damage. Alright, this should go much faster with the demon involved, and he doesn't have any defense, so... Alright, so that's 2 arena matches fought. Moving along in the right direction here. Let's put this as the offense, just so that next time I go to one, I already have my people ready. So we got 3 arena coins and 10 diamonds there. Alright, now the third one will be this full team that we'll go up against. Let's see what they... the boss monster is going to be 60,055. Alright, let's go ahead and move forward with it. And this should be the last arena fight that I need to do in order to fulfill those obligations. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and let them get down again, and this time I'm going to try to place my people a little bit more accurately, or more effectively, let's say. It's not accurate, it's just more in a more effective location than previously. Now, it wouldn't have hurt for me to bring along, Gao Chan. possibly even instead of Laurel, but I just want to increase the DPS as much as possible so that we can get them killed as quickly as possible and get that demon damage incoming. That makes the most sense to me. Let's double time this. So it's bad for them. Alrighty. Got that one knocked out. Mugiwara 76. Alright. Next. And so 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that. And more importantly, we got the next step in storyline time. So let's hop out of here and go to storyline. And then we'll claim these 50 arena coins for that. And Tide Onslaught rewards 1 time. Well, we'll have to do the Tide Onslaught in order to do that. So let's go ahead and do this. We may hit a wall in the storyline because we may just not be able to do the once a day things. It actually, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. We're just gonna go forward with it. I think our recommended BP is much lower than what we have in our group. Rampage level 1, okay. Unfortunately, there's no way to speed this one up. It goes pretty quickly, but there's no double time. We just have to patiently watch. And, you know, I suppose we're supposed to probably be paying some attention to what's going on and, you know, what's needed and things of that nature. Ranga promoted the hero Torador to the something during that fight. Alright, we got diamonds, 30 of them, 40 epic skill dust, and 17 talent points for that event. Then we're going to withstand 80, level 80, tag leader, sure. Now, hold on, before we jump into this, let me see here. I think there's a warning given if you try to claim loot now. There are still challenge attempts left today. The more waves you can withstand, the better the onslaught rewards. So, yeah, okay. We want to go ahead and get all of them because it looks like we can only claim the reward once anyway. I remembered that as being true, but I wasn't 100% certain, so I wanted to just make sure before I did all 3, in case I could claim it multiple times a day, small portions of it, in which case I would rather save it for that just in case I need it for the storyline, but it looks like that's not the case, so. Yeah, the opponents here are still going down very quickly. So I don't think I'm in any real need to go do anything as far as claiming the tide skills. Seems to be fine as is. And then we have 1 more of these to do. We get 80 diamonds, 1 legendary skill crystal, 40 legendary skill dust, 1 epic hero soul stone, which counts as like a guy that you eat to get like startup. Yeah. And then we got 19 talent coins. Alright, and then so wave 81 is the next one. Ghost Island is pretty much shrouded in this. Let's see, enunciate. Shrouded in mist, anyway. Ghost Island. There you go. Is this Ghost Island? I don't know. It's unclear. Shrouded in mist. mysterious ghost island. I noticed that they're still giving 35% off the gift stubs on gift subs on Twitch. And I don't know the details, but I'm going to go ahead and click on it and see what it tells me. Okay, so it's a thing of 5 bundles or more. Okay, I wasn't sure. It says gift sub bundles are now 35% off. All right, I don't know. I think that's only in bundles 5 or more. I'm not sure. All right, 40 diamonds, 40 epic skill dust, and 19 talent points for that. And then we can claim the loot, and then we'll not be able to go and update that quest. Roulette Wheel has decided. We have 12 legendary skill dust, 153 talent points, 24 epic skill dust, 10,000 gold, 20 stamina, 74 rare skill dust, 1 demon soldier shard for a skeleton guardian, and 1 demon soldier shard for a carrion hound. Nice. That's cool. That was all of that we need to do right now, so let's go back to the storyline. So, for that, we claim our 30 legendary skill dust. Very nice. Consume 40 epic skill dust to upgrade hero skills. Well. 40 epic skill dust. Let's see. Upgrade hero skills. Who do we need to do that with? Well, how's about Dalchin? Sure, why not? That ought to do it. Ooh, except it won't. That was silly, in fact, because she doesn't use the epic ones. She's using the higher level ones. What a waste. Alright, well, how about Wrath then? That ought to do it. Alright, let's see. Did that work? Let's find out. Let's go back to the storyline. Yes, let's claim that. Epic skill crystal. Make 2 purchases in the black market of the Dwarven Association. Well, let's go see if there's anything I'm interested in. Not really, so let's refresh it. Alright, I don't really see anything that's blowing my mind here, but you know what? I guess I could get some of these auto fight chances. Why not? Let's grab some of those. 40,000 gold, which seems exorbitant. Let's go for it anyway. So you know what? Why not? Let's do it. We have to make 2 purchases though, so back we go. And then let's do our free refresh and see what we get. Again, I'm not having my mind blown by the options here. Could do some more auto fight chances for 8 diamonds, but I don't want to particularly, so let's just do a free refresh again. See if we get anything better. Or another option. We could get things worse. I'm not exactly loving our options here. I could just get somebody really cheap to eat later because it's 500 to refresh, or it's 1,000 to get one of these various Joshes or Lancers. So why don't we just get one of these guys and, you know, all we're trying to do is buy some stuff anyway. So we got that done. Let's go back to the storyline. Let's claim the 10,000 gold for that. Oh, Dill says the rare summon. The rare summon. Was there a rare summon there that I missed? That'd be a shame. Hopefully I didn't refresh it. Okay, clear stages in Gear Raid 1 to obtain 2 pieces of legendary or bearer gear from the Deadly Aim or Annihilating Might set. Very specific. So legendary or rarer. Let's just click on the go. And I wonder what even this one is. Oh, this is the barricade thing. I don't know if I can do this on stage 13. Let's try it. I have this new guy here, Adrian, and you know, I may have quite a few new people. I'm not really sure since the last time I was trying this. And it doesn't really look like it, though. I mean, I have new ones, but they're not really ready to come out and play, I think. We need AoE for this. And I feel like, hold on, let's go look at the map info again. Alright, so we've got common armor, heavy armor. Alright, so a couple of them have heavy armor, the rest of them have common armor. It's still there, so still, well, cool. I will definitely go and have a look at that in a moment. If only my brain can manage to remember it for that long. I'm wondering, who should I use? You know what, let's take away Voltus, even though he is AoE, and put in Lull. I don't know if that's gonna work or not in any conceivable manner. But let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, with this setup, let's just try putting out Arrogance in front. And then let's throw Laurel on him. Nah, that was a bad idea. Wrong. Restart it. That's not what I wanted to do there. I wanted to do Dao Chen there. And then we can do Laurel behind Dao Chen, right? I think so, right? Probably. Maybe this. I feel that that's right. And then what? I don't know. Maybe we put Baron out next. It's really unclear to me. We're gonna try it. Baron here. Someday he'll have to block some things. He won't be within healing range, but that shouldn't be as much of a problem as having some of them there. I don't know what Idrin's range is like. I haven't used him really, and so no idea. Now thrown Ain into the mix here, and I've also failed to put buttons very well. In many ways. In all of the ways, perhaps. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is a terrible showing so far. And it looks like we had a death in the family there, a couple of them. Shouldn't have probably switched out. We need to put him up there, right? Yeah, we need to put him up there. But maybe I put him in front, right? Don't know. It's been a horrible attempt thus far. I've made many mistakes. But don't worry, I can make more. Not quite done making mistakes yet. Gate is going down fast. My defenses are negligible. I had high hopes of maybe being able to stop it for a second. The results are diminishing quickly. I mean, Baron's still technically there. Well, you know. He's standing there. He's doing something. It's rough. I think we should restart this at once. Try that again. Alright. So now this time, let's try being less bold. We'll stick Arrogance here and put this guy in front of him. Baron. His name is Baron. And then we'll stick Dao Chan in the same place. I think that's the one location of placement maybe that I got right. I'm not 100% on that. You know, realistically, what I should be doing is putting the guys behind the barrier. I've done that before with some degree of success, but I wanted to try it in front. Dill says you got to use AoE. Yeah, that's the idea. I don't have a whole lot of good AoE guys. I don't think. Um, but I'm gonna try this method and see if it has any effect whatsoever. Yeah, I've tried, you know, just putting. I think that this Etron is some kind of AoE, right? I think so. But you know, Phelan can barely touch him. Um, I don't know if I just don't have strong enough AoEers to be able to do that. Um, or if I don't know what I'm doing, which is also very highly possible. And I clicked those in the wrong order. So I'm cool like that. But yeah, they come a lot faster than I can deal with. And so trying to put some blockers in. I don't know. It's obviously not working. And pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But this has worked a little bit better than my previous attempt, so there's that. For what it's worth. The fact that, you know, Ain survived, or not Ain, but Baron has survived this onslaught is fairly impressive. It's just, yeah, there's just way too many of them, and I can't DPS fast enough with people. So my highest DPS, single target or otherwise, is arrogance, like by far. He's top on all of that. Well, see, okay, but Maul isn't leveled yet. It says you've got the best epic area in the game, okay? So I don't have Maul, Iona, or Greed leveled up yet. They're all still babies. So even though they're there, you can't actually use them. So, alright, I cannot do this. So yeah, I mean, I haven't had an opportunity to really do much with them. I did it, I leveled up Maul a little bit. He's like level 35 or something, and I is about the same. I think Aona is also around the same, and Greed's level 1. So, yeah, just not quite there yet on that stuff, and I don't have the resources to do much about it. So, we'll just go back to stage 12 and do an autofight on that. And then it can go in the background. You had to get a couple of particular kinds. So let's do 4 and see if we get any of it that we need for that. Alright, let's go back here. And storyline, how many did we need? We needed 2 pieces of legendary or rare gear from that gear from the Deadly Aim or Annihilating Might set. So that could be something that'll take a whole minute. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I still have a long way to go before I get to the end of the storyline, and I don't know, you know, if I'll be able to do that, you know, just because sometimes it'll ask things, and this is why I didn't send out my harbor, you know, my ship, because I feel like there's a possibility that it could ask me to get, like, pineapples or something, and it'd be a shame if I'd already sent it out, so I'm actually not going to claim anything right now, I think, or anything to do I may not want to do the faction trials yet. I may just want to kind of hold off until we can move the storyline along. So yeah, as far as those guys go, alright, so I have, let's see here. This is my Maul. He's level 34 at the moment. I is here at level 33. And I mean, they're just gonna die if I stick them out. Aona is 37, and then Greed, I just got it. So, I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. There he is. Right by I. One of the copies of I have I promoted all the way. She's 5, you know? Um, because I got tons of her. I have 3 more just sitting here. So I have a lot of her. And she would be, it would be good to level her up to some degree of usefulness, but currently, not much I can do about it on that, I think. Alright, now this is clicking like something's happened, but it really hasn't. It was lying to me here. On number 3 of 4, let's go look. So we got a piece from the Savage Strike set, and another piece from the Savage Strike set. That's too bad. Well, on the other hand, I do need to eat something and must have some lunch, and so I may set it to do some auto tax for a little while on that, and go get some food and then come back. That might be the better choice of the moment. Maybe wait for. Okay, if I click end now, then I can reset it to a different number of them and make it visible battles. That seems fun. So, alright. Could enhance them, but I don't know if the Tales of the Smith is going right now, is it? Let's see. It's not. And it looks like it won't be until Friday. So, interesting. Alright, now then, in that case, let's go back here. Go. I'll knock this over there. And then I'll set some autofights, but not on background. Let's see, they take a minute. I need to eat some food, so let's do it. How about 15 times? And that ought to probably get me what I need, I would imagine, right? We need 123 stamina, so let's do 2 of these. And then 1 of these. Actually, with a lot of friendship points, we can't claim anymore, so let's do 1 of these. Makes the most sense, probably, doesn't it? Alright, and then start that, and then I will be back soon. Alright. Lunch should be coming. Hey guys, that took a few minutes longer than expected, but I've returned. Um, hey Cody, how you doing? Been a while. All right, I mean, I've seen your messages in game and things, but I haven't gotten to see you on the stream. All right, let's see here. We ended up getting 43,500 coins, 9,315 XP potions. Let's see, got deadly aim. Let's just call it a lot of legendary and epic gear. And let's go see if it fit the parameters that we needed for this. Hope so. Bill has returned from AFK. I survived. Alright, let's see here. Storyline. We did get the two that we needed of the Deadly Aim or Annihilating Light. And that. We get a huge stamina potion from that. Manually challenge stage 10 in Gear Raid 1 using a mage with at least 3,400 attack. Alright, 3,400 attack. A mage. Let's go see what we've got first of all. And let's check this on the way by. I failed to check it earlier like a fool, and so I missed out on very something. That's a shame. Alright, let's go back over here. 3,400 attack for mage. So we do mage right there. And I wonder if there's any other way to make this show us the right thing. But now we're good. Okay. A mage with 3,400 attack specifically. So where do we see this? Attributes? Alright, so it looks like who could we use? 3,400 attack. Who's got it? Do you have it, Anai? You do have it. Yes. So Anai will fit that bill. Alright. So we'll go back to this. Click through here. And wait, does it say they have to be deployed? Let's check this. I'm probably going to deploy anyway, but I'm using a mage, but it says AoE healers are more effective in this stage. Deploy heroes with high attack to deal damage effectively. Assist heroes not included. Alright, so stage 10. Map info, okay, it's that kind right there. So we've done this before. I'm not sure if I auto-fought with someone at the time who was high enough. High enough attack, so we'll go ahead and do it this way, and hopefully we don't fail. Let's try it. Alright, now I think what I was doing on this stage at the time was I was just putting, like, arrogance and aim back behind the blockade. And then I was, you know, DPSing the sides. And I guess due to the requirements here, I'm going to want to get an eye out next, probably. And I could try doing the same strategy on the higher level gear raid, but you know, it felt like it wasn't going especially well, so I just kind of didn't, you know. But I think this was kind of what I was doing previously. Gonna try to get E-Trim out and see if he can do anything or exactly what he can do. I think he's an AoE guy, right? I think so. Maybe not. I don't know enough about him yet. Now, I wonder, can he... Okay, yeah, he's got a good range. All right, cool, cool, cool. Excellent. Let's push him out front there. Double up on that damage a little bit. I gotta do more with Etran and figure out how he works. Cody says, have you leveled Hollow, Kip? No, Hollow's still level 1 at the moment. I don't know why I just tried to use Brienne's skill. That was silly. Hollow is another healer, right? I think so. So many healers right now that I need to work on. So I've got Hollow and Lightlock, and I feel like there was maybe possibly we probably just Dao Chan is mostly. I've got her ready now, so. Cody says, Hollow hands down beats all your other healers. Cool. So she's... interesting. Is Hollow AoE or single target? Alright, so we got 690 XP potions, 202,500 coins, 1 Iron Fortress plus breastplate, 1 deadly aim weapon, and 22 Grave Conquest points for that one. Alright, so we claim this chest, which gives us a deadly aim weapon and a deadly aim red breastplate of the mythic variety. Very nice. Alright, next, after receiving this quest, enhance 4 pieces of gear to level 12. Sounds good, let's do it. Alright, what do we have that needs enhanced to level 12? Anybody's wearing anything that needs enhanced? It could be. In which case, enhancing it seems a good idea. Okay, sure. So I do have some gear pieces on Hollow, as it turns out. And let's enhance him to level 12. Why not? And there's one. And this would be 3. And then we'll just need 1 more. Says Hollow has a nice big range. Cody says, have you seen her range in single target? And she gives rage regen on her ultimate. That's nice. I haven't really looked at her very hard yet. I should do that. Dill says there's only a few healers with that big of a range. It's very nice to have good range, and of course if it's, you know, it's better to have the large range for the AoE healers than for the single target for sure. I need to find 1 more piece to level up to 12. I just figure if I have it equipped on somebody, it's probably one of the better pieces, so why not, right? And I could level up one of the ones that they just gave me to level 4, but I don't think I have a lot of money, so I'll blame up the lower cost. But actually, it's really not that much difference in cost. He has on something. Let's level this up to 12. It's already most of the way there. And that does that. Alright, so let's pay him 100,000 gold for that. Now we've got some gold to work with. Alright, clear campaign stage 7-15. We got that done, so we came out of 50 diamonds there. Okay, so that was that one. Now we claim the rewards to unlock the next chapter. We got the 5-star psychic power. Only 4 level 50 or higher heroes. We have that, so we claim the diamonds. 20 diamonds. Obtain 20 radiant meteorites from artifact material with 20 of them, eh? Let's see here. Apparently we're on stage 8 of whatever this is. Okay, so this is the one where it has the guy who comes and stands out here, and it has these other guys who run into him and give him hell. I have no idea where I'm at on that. Need to, let's use some of these friendship points here. Get 30 stamina. Then go back here and look at this fight. I mean, sure. Let's go ahead and just try it as is. It thinks we should have at least 298,490 BP. We've got more than that. Hopefully we can manage to do this. Not really sure. We only have the one place to defend. But, okay. Here's the deal. He's not, he's not a defender, really. So what if we stick Baron there, since he is a defender? And then we can stick Arrogance, hopefully, on the other side of him as some DPS coming from that side. Maybe we'll do like so. And then we come in from the other side with Arrogance. I don't know. Might work, might not. Definitely have some guys incoming there, so I better put somebody up to deal with him. How's about him? I think he'll be fun to try out a little more. I just haven't had an opportunity to try him out too much. Maybe... See, I have Gluttony in this group, but I don't think that I've really leveled Gluttony. I could put... I could put her here... And then put aim behind her. It looks not great for her, and I gotta hit his ultimate. I was not paying enough attention to what was happening over there. Also don't know what's going on with him. And I'm not real clear on what his ultimate is. I think it's... Nah, I'm not even gonna wager a guess. Also, that was terrible positioning that I did there. And... wow, what an error. Okay, maybe I don't put that out yet. Maybe I'll change that up in a second. Terrible. Well, you know what? I will. Let's put him here. Alright. Alright, let's see if we just put Aim here. And of course he's not doing anything because, again, core placement. I should have put Livian one step ahead of where she's at, and then I could have put Aim behind her and gotten that extra DPS instead of him just mostly standing there and not doing much else. I don't really know what I want to do. I faced Aim the wrong direction also. I mean, I'm telling you, this is just a disastrous attempt. I could hang on to these guys as replacements for when Baron goes down. And just wait. That seems like maybe the best play at the moment. I'm not sure. These guys probably won't make it very long against this big beast we've got here. He is just smiting my guy. I don't know why I chose him, but sure, why not? Let's throw him out next. Little Baron about had it. Wrath make it up for a second. If not, it doesn't look good for Wrath. He's going down fast. No, not working at all. Terrible. Terrible. Gluttony, I think he just got, he just got squished as the guy walked on by. Dill says Arrogance is going to smash that boss. I'll tell you what, boss is tough. Alright, I could do a little better if I had placed guys in better positions. Maybe. Probably. We'll try it again. Try it again. I don't know that it's going to go much better. It's pretty rough. But we'll try it. And now arrogance is good, but you know he's only do so much, right? I think I'm okay with this placement. And I had Edrin up top. I don't know if I had placed him in the right direction or not. I do think probably putting Laurel out here and get Baron's Rage Regen going a little faster was a good idea. We shall see how that goes. So what I wanted to do, if I had been smarter, is face him down towards the boss when he's here. I'm not sure if I actually managed to do that or not, but we did it this time, but gosh. And we'll go ahead, I think we'll go ahead and put me back there facing toward the boss. And then we'll put Livian in front of Ain. That is okay. I think that's okay. You know, he'll turn around to hit the guys as they approach, just like Edrin will turn around to hit those guys as they approach. Should have done that in a different order, but that's fine. There's not really much else I can do. I think what I can do is not put Livian down and save her back for a blocker when Baron goes down. Actually, I better, because it's not looking real pretty for Ain over here. Dale says you don't have Olog yet. He's kind of built for this stage. Yeah, definitely don't have Olog. But if I did, I wouldn't have had the resources to level him up yet anyway, I'm sure. So there's that. It's looking bad up there. I can't really tell exactly how bad it's looking for the guys up there. Are they being able to hold off the onslaught? I guess they must be. I haven't seen the health go up with this guy. So, that's good. And it's definitely going significantly better this time. So, that's wondrous. So we did get it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Arrogance came through for us again. Alright, let's see. We got 30 diamonds, 621 XP potions, 2,900 gold coins, 6 radiant meteorites, 24 brave conquest points, and 8 mithril. And let's look at the stats on that and see what actually happened there. Arrogance did more than twice as much as the next highest, who was Ain. Then Ain did 3 times as much as Edrin. Edrin? I think that's a C. Baron, of course, took hits, which was what he was supposed to do. And by the way, Edrin also took hits pretty well. He definitely takes hits better than Ain does. However, he also had a healer on him, but even so, Ain had a blocker in front of him and still, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Ain goes down pretty easily for a fighter, but he also does more DPS than most fighters, so it's a trade-off, or than a lot of fighters. There's not, I won't say most, but I don't know enough about it to say that, but a lot. Dao Chan did a lot of healing. Alright, cool. Let's complete that. And then how many? I think I needed 20 of the meteorites. So, cool. We were able to do a good number there. Was it 20 meteorites or was it... I think it was 20 meteorites that we needed. We got 6 of them. So probably another couple of these. Stage 12s ought to do it. And let's do 2 auto cuts. And I'll finish eating real quick. Alright, Use some more of those friendship points. The friendship points are awesome, by the way. You guys should definitely take advantage. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. I am back. Looks like the auto fights are done. So, I think I'm one low on these meteorites. We got 5,800 token coins, 1,242 XP potions, 13 radiant meteorites, 17 mithril, and 52 brave conquest points for that. I'll go and make 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we still left one of the meteorites. Oh, we got that. It's okay. We'll leave it as it is for now. Go on to the storyline. Thank you, Cody. Alright, so yes, we are one away from the success here. So we'll auto fight one more time. And you know what I'll do? Yeah, I'll stick it in the background. Let it run. And I want to be very careful about what I do because I don't want to do anything that might be needed to progress the storyline. So, how about we come check this stuff out? We have customers in the Winter Lodge. Start a business. And Narvi says, I've never seen a tree in the mine. Please bring me something that grows on a tree. Alright, cool. We have avocados, apples, lemons, and weirdly, they like to put peppers in with growing on a tree. Let's do it. Got the perfect vegetarian salad, and Narvi is thrilled. She loves the pepper tree. Alright. One of Twin Fiend's heads. Give me some meat. I want to feast. Twin Fiend's other head. Don't listen to him. Let's have some seafood instead. So, all of the meat. That's what we do. Cook. And we got the perfect Supreme Surf and Turf. And he's super happy about that. That's exactly what we want. Tallulah says, my hometown is in the forest. We fish for shrimp and grow native plants for a living. I want a dish that reminds me of the taste of home. Well, alright, we got the shrimp. And they like native plants. Now, native to the forest. Plants that are native to the forest. It's a tricky thing, isn't it? Maybe grapes. Could do. Native to the forest. How about apples? Alright. And, they fish for shrimp. Maybe they like fish, too. Could be. Let's try it. Oh. Um, Perfect seafood platter. And she's mostly happy with it, so we didn't do too bad. Neza says, creatures from the sea are the most delicious. I tasted them once as a child and have never forgotten it. Land food is passable. Well, alright, we'll do some land food and some seafood and have all the meat there for you. Just some passable land food here. And she's very happy with that, so... lucky break. The customer is very satisfied and insists on giving you a gift. Item obtained, 100 mithril. That's very nice of the customer. Customer must have been doing a lot of raids. Alright, Mole says, give me a seafood paella. What? You don't know how? Just fry the seafood with onions, tomatoes, and rice. No tomatoes? Then use something else sour instead. So, seafood fried with onions, tomatoes, and rice. So we're going to do lemon instead of tomatoes, for it is sour. And make the perfect seafood platter. Making all very, very happy with his choices in life. Benoma says, I have a special fondness for sour food, but my companion seems to want something from the deep sea. Alright, so this is a little problematic because we have lemons, they're sour, right? And the deep sea we can handle with the lobster and the fish. But now we need one more thing. And what's he like? All right, he needs sour food. We don't really have anything else here that is sour. However, an apple can be sour if you get the right apple, right? It's like, I would say that Granny Smith has an element of sour to that. Let's try it. Perfect seafood platter. He's not thrilled. He's not happy. Three in a portion. I hate the fishy smell, says Magda. Keep those far away from me. I need green, healthy food. Well, how about these two? They're green. Are they healthy? Yes, sure. Why not? Green, healthy food. Well, that was the green. That's all we got for green. How's about peppers? They're healthy. They have some green element to them. And you know what? That pumpkin has a little bit of green on it, doesn't it? Seems like this is probably going to go all wrong, but let's try it. We try to satisfy Magda here. You got the perfect vegetarian salad, at least. That's 4 stars. It was somewhat okay with it. Tough break. Your electricity was cut off due to overdue bills. I think that getting this was a mistake, by the way, guys. The luck thing is horrible. It's just horrible. So we lost a customer off of that one. Gluttony says this, this, and this. I'll take them all. Meat, seafood, fruit, and vegetables. I prefer red-colored food. Alright, red-colored food. Meat, fruit. It's interesting that meat is separated from seafood. But okay, there we go. All of the red stuff, all of the time. Okay. Perfect supreme serpentry. And he's very thrilled with that turnout. Lucky break. The food was so bad that the customer became violent. You received compensation. There was a moment of confusion there when I first saw he became violent. I'm thinking like, okay, we're gonna lose something here, but no, we got compensation for the customer becoming violent. Cool. We earned 100 dinner plates for that. Dill says, I redid mine today and turned that luck thing off. Yeah, I feel you. Lynx says, hello, give me a piece of cake. Don't have any? And give me something sweet. Okay, sweet. Well, grapes and apples, both sweet. And now it becomes questionable, right? What else would we consider sweet? Nothing. Nothing else. Nothing else is sweet on this page, except, lemons are somewhat sweet, and in addition to being sour. And there can be sweet onions. I'm not an onion eater. I don't know much about it. But they're called sweet onions. So we're gonna go with that. See what happens. Got the perfect vegetarian salad. And she wasn't thrilled. Can't say, oh, I clicked too fast. Don't know what that was. But Zalitu says, I have trouble with that name. Zalitu says, is your fire strong enough here? Give me a spicy stir-fried beef paired with a glass of apple juice. Okay, stir-fried beef, apple juice, that's straightforward. I think previously I've added onion to that with some degree of success. Let's see. We got the perfect meat feast, and Zalitu was happy with it. Dill says I gotta AFK like 5 to 10 minutes. Be right back. Alrighty, Dill. See you in a moment. Solkadins says, I think red food complements my skin tone better. Alright. Red food it is then, Solkadins. So we chose the beef product, the lobster, the red chili, and the apple for this again. Perfect supreme surf and turf, and 5 hearts for that. Valkyria says supplies are scarce in the frozen lands. I'd like to try some spicy food and sweet fruit. Alright, so spicy foods and sweet fruit. Alright, we've got the pepper. We've got okay, let's call it's a tough one. You know, I find that well, no, never mind. Spicy food and sweet fruit. Got one more thing to add here. I think they may be going with sweet onion. I'm not sure. Sweet, maybe they're calling pumpkin sweet? It's a tough one, really. I'm not sure. Let's go with it. See what happens. Perfect vegetarian salad. And it's not happy. Valkyria was not happy with it. She was shipping up, but she wasn't thrilled. Alright. So we have here 1 ancient summoning pistol and 1 chat bubble winter lodge. Okay, cool. Did that. What else is over here? We finished this list, it looks like. Okay. Hop out of there. And we got a new chat bubble thingy. Let me see if I can figure out how to use it. Click here. Maybe not. Settings? Sure, got there. Alright, let's do whatever this is. Winter Lodge event. There we go. Alright, and now back to storyline. Okay, we claimed this, because we got our 20 meteorites, although I didn't go and claim that, I guess. So we got a huge stamina potion for that. Clear stage 9 and artifact material raid. We did it, so we claimed these 20 diamonds. Equip 2 heroes each with 1 piece of legendary orange or rare artifact. We've done that, so we claim these 20 diamonds. After receiving this quest, enhance 1 artifact to enhancement level plus 10. Alright, 1 artifact to enhancement level plus 10. Okay, so this one is at level 5. So, can we promote it to 10? Maybe? No, maybe. Do I need to? I'm not sure how this works. Alright, let's try putting this in here. And, promoting it. Okay. And then we enhance it. Oh. Seems that we already have it enhanced. So maybe not. Maybe that was a terrible idea. How about this one? Can we promote this? It's level 1. Alright. I wonder how much it costs to promote it. Can I get to level 10? Probably not. Wait, plus 10. I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain how this works. 10 of 10. Plus 10 out of 10. And then it goes up. Does this mean is it already promoted? I don't know. I don't understand. Level cap increase. And that's for leveling it up. You know what? Let's not do this one. Let's go on to somebody who has a cheaper one to work with. How about you, Etran? Whatever you're doing is surely grand and glorious. Although, I think I put his... Did I look at Hollow's range? I have not looked at Hollow's range yet. I guess I can do that real quick. Let's go look at her. Go to what? Her attributes? Her skills? Maybe her skills. Click here, and she has a normal healer range plus the two sides there. Looks like it's like a single target healer range, right? But plus the two on the sides. So it's like with Camille, when she gets upgraded, she has the same range. Let's see. So she's a single target healer. It appears, but she can heal one more target during her ultimate. Rage regen when Light of Bliss is activated, which happens at promotion grade 1, which is not too bad. Oh, got a promoter or awakener. If we go to promote, that's when she gets the rage regen. Awakening, that's good. Yeah, that's what you'd have to do is awaken her. She'd have to get a second one for her range to be awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Back to staring at people's artifacts. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't know who I might want to mess with for this. Let's try enhancing this one, I suppose. Alright, so this looks promising. I see numbers that I understand. So let's enhance it up to level 10. I think that's what we're trying to do. It's giving us plus 6 to BP consistently. It's also increasing HP and attack. Alright, did it. Now, Cody says she's one of the best for clan boss. Interesting. I mean, certainly it would be helpful to have a single target healer and an AoE healer. Partially due to the range, but also for it would be good. It would be good. Alright, let's claim the 200 mithril. And then star up 1 5-star hero to 6-star. We did that, so we get one huge stamina potion. Own one level 60 hero, we do, so we get 20 diamonds for that. Clear campaign stage H5-14. Yeah, that we haven't done. Man, we're far, far away out here from our goal, and I don't think we can make it anytime soon. It's unfortunate. Someday maybe I'll finish this storyline. Who knows? This stage requires you to face the Jungle Master and her waves of minions. You will need at least 2 strong healers to hold off her assault. Summon and upgrade these heroes before attempting a challenge, so says the write-up. Well, in that case, you may as well come back over here and click this. We got 2,900 coins, 859 XP potions, 3 reed meteorites, 8 mithril, and 12 brave conquest points for that. Go ahead and claim this stuff over here. 3,500 coins, 2,100 XP potions, and 13 stamina there. Alright. Trying to think if I should lay into this hard. We gotta do like a whole thing of it. Alright, I can start on it. I will have to take breaks somewhat soon, but I can start on it. Alright, let's see here. We gotta start at number 1. We gotta get to, I think, all the way, yeah, probably 14. Okay. You want to clear the stage with no hero killed, ideally, not necessary, but it would be ideal. Let's go ahead and have a look at this. We have 2 soul shards to protect. And they have 2 portals. They've got skeleton fighters, ghoul hounds, skeleton warriors, elite skeleton archers, butchers, and skeleton soldiers. Well, alright, let's give it a go. They're recommending 147,558 BP. We have significantly more than that, so that shouldn't be an issue in and of itself. I'm going to take out Phelan and put a Nye back in. And then I think start this, and I think it should be fine so far. What he says is one of the best for clan boss, mainly because the rage region, the range, and probably rage region and range. Let's throw Granite's here. And then, you know, I think I'm going to do something possibly strange. I'm going to post him here and face him that way. Stick her out. And I think I'll stick her here on the corner, facing down. A little more coverage, I think. And then I think I'll put her here. Yes, I think so. We'll do her here facing down because there's not as much DPS going that direction as there is the other. And I could put her in a different area, but then she'd be outside of the healing, and it just seems like this will work better long term. And I'll hold breath in reserve for anything that I might need to deal with, like these guys who are just standing here, but Brienne could get them, so all was well. As suspected, they haven't even really gotten back to Aim's range if he had been facing forward. And so, you know, if I had wanted to use his ultimate, he would have been able to hit Arrogance. But as it wasn't even necessary. Alright, so we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins for that. It's very nice. Complete that. Dale says, are y'all pulling on the 1+1 tomorrow? I don't remember which. Oh yeah, right. Tomorrow is the 1st. I know that they're gonna have something going then, and I may very well give it a try, whatever it is. I have some amount of diamonds built up, and possibly some crystals. Alright, we've got H5-2. Let's see here. Mutant rodents, ghoul hounds, skeleton soldiers, scourge, butcher, and elite skeleton archers. So there's a little bit of ranged and a lot of melee. 2 portals to protect, and they're incoming with 3 ground portals. So seems like not much difference between this time and last time. More of these do I need? Costs only 12, so I don't know why I thinking that. It's fine. Alright. Dell says we've got an ad. Did not know this. So please let me know for sure. Alright. We have Arrogance, you know, I'm gonna put him down here because there's two paths coming in him, two different portals. And up top, there's only one. Let's go this direction, and then we'll put M down at the top with Brienne in the middle, and of course Dao Chen in the middle. So we'll do Dao Chen next. Then I think, you know, Brienne can go in really either position, but I think that will do Brienne right beside Dao Chen. Because then she'll hit both, you know, all of the areas. And that seems like a good day to me if I put her right here. Let me think about it. Does it make any difference ultimately? Yes. Let's put her here. I don't think it'll matter too much. Arrogance is going to be able to hit the ones down there. And now everybody is within healing range. Everybody is within any kind of like if I put her as utility, which there's no reason not to, because I don't think they're in any danger from any of these guys. So let's just make everybody hit a little bit harder. And it should be pretty much fine, I think. Let's go ahead and speed this up. And if they get close, then I'll use Ian's ability here. I don't think that we're going to need the healing from Dao Chen, so the utility is nice. Back says Dill. Welcome back. Cody says, I think Kip should summon on 1+1. It's definitely one of the best for new accounts. Yeah, I probably will, but like I said, I don't know how much I have, but I may as well give it a shot. Oh, that was unfortunate. We got smited by that guy. Wow, I wasn't paying attention to. Alright, here comes another one of the cleaver guys. Let's go ahead and put her on here, just in case. I thought I was going to have to use his ability, but apparently not. Now I will. Dell says I'm going to bowl because my pity is at like 170. Cody's fresh off pity. I don't have any idea where I stand in there at the moment. We got 10 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 gold. Alright, we have H5-3 next. So we've got here. We've got 2 portals to protect. We've got 3 ground portals. Skeleton Shaman, Scourge, Skeleton Soldier, Butcher, and Mutant Rodents to attack us. That seems perfectly fine. There are 2 locations to defend unless we're able to defend in the middle. We'll see. Oh yeah, we can stick these guys anywhere. It's phenomenal. Let's just stick them right here then. Alright, so have that there. I think we put her. Where shall we put her? There's any number of possibilities, but I don't want her getting hit necessarily. I'm gonna stick her here for the moment. Or maybe I change that decision later. We'll see. But that allows us to put Brienne here and face this direction. And then get both these fellows. And then we can stick Aim behind Arrogance and give him that boost. And switch Dao Chan to utility mode for now, unless we need to change that. I think we wait on placement of anything else. It's another one of those situations where we're just kind of out DPSing or out BPing. Ah, I see he's almost dead, so I shouldn't do that. We have a lot more BP than the enemy, so it's a stacked fight, you know. Cody says, I really hope I pull Ingrid tomorrow or new tank. Is Ingrid a tank? The new tank is that Rivenhold? I could stick Wrath over here somewhere to just beat on one of these guys. May as well. And if he starts having trouble, I'll pull him out. But he says, Kadram. Dill says, for real, Cody, do you have soul stones for her if you get her? Alright, we leveled to 43, we got 50 diamonds, and stamina max went up by 3. Okay, we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins. Now we're on to gold. Right here. And, don't have any real opinions on it. We'll just enter into it and get going on it, see what happens. Let's put Baron out front to stop any incoming guys. Put Arrogance behind him to shoot any incoming guys. And then what? What do I want to do? I think we're going to stick Brian out here. And, somebody else going the other way. Probably not. Makes sense. On the other side, going this way. Now let's put Wrath over here facing up. And the Nye over here face down, aim rather. And then maybe Dao Chan here. Just so that she can switch into her DPS mode in a moment. Should have probably put her out first, but well, doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. Alright, so for that, we got 13,800 gold, it looks like. 25 diamonds, 780 XP potions, and 1 green guy. Still a long ways to go here. Doing pretty well on the stamina at the moment, so I don't want to use that. Clear the stage with no hero killed. That shouldn't be a problem, I think. Let's go to fight. I'll look at this map. Skeleton mages. Okay, so these are poison mages. Batwing's Banshee. Skeleton soldiers, and mutant rodents. So we have 1 air portal, 2 ground portals, and we're fitting 2 summoning shards, or soul shards, rather. They're recommending 152,908 EP for this stage. So we're getting up closer. Let's go ahead and face in this direction. Put Ain over here. I think we've got Wrath over here. Makes sense. And then we may as well stick Dakshan out. And why don't we put Brienne and she can, I don't know, maybe not the best idea actually, huh? What if we put her here? That's no bueno, not quite far enough. I'd like her to be able to cover both sides, but I suppose she can just help with the top, and I can go on to the bottom. And then if they get close enough, I can trigger Ain's ultimate. Hitting Brienne pretty hard there. Knocked her out, but barely. I wonder if I was supposed to not lose the bait. I didn't. I was supposed to not lose the bait. Okay. Failure. I almost had pulled her back, and then I'm like, how was I going to do that? Yeah, that would be why. Okay. Cool. 10 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins. Then we'll redo that level because that was silly. Alright, try that again. But this time. Now, where can I put people? I put them here, and that was fine. I think I put him there. Now I'm questioning my right. Did I in fact put him there or not? Maybe I put him here. Let's see. Don't know. Maybe. I think I had put him here. Well, who cares? We're just gonna do it. I do not recall the way that I had done things. Well, this is the way we're doing things this time, folks. This is definitely not the way I've done things at all. It's good. It's good to have that established. Well, that's a problem. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's restart this. Alright. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if I had put him here before or not. I certainly hadn't put her there but that's okay. Let's go ahead and stick Wrath. Stick Wrath over here. I didn't do Wrath last time. I definitely. You know what? It's fine. We'll do Wrath. Wrath 2. And I think that is the position that I had put him in. I had done aim last time at this point, but I'm gonna give it a go. And then, you know what I had done, I think, is I had stuck her here. I don't think that I had stuck against far enough forward to be able to, you know what, we're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna do this. How about that? I like it. Sort of. And then let's switch her into DPS mode. And this time I'll try to pay a little bit of attention to whether my guys are dying. Just to mix things up, you know? She's in a terrible location over there. I'd rather her be over here. Ah, let's just wait and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead after this round of them, I think, and switch. Oh, no, don't have to, because that round of them was, in fact, the last round. Alright. Got it that time, anyway. 15 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 coins. If I have time for one more, and then I'll have to have a break for a bit. We got poison mages, rodents, rippers, and skeleton soldiers for us. We have also 2 portals to protect, and they will be coming at us with 4 different portals. They've got some guys who are already placed, who will be DPSing in those ranges covered by the bed. Red markers. Okay, we're supposed to clear this with no hero killed. And let's see what we have here. It looks to me like we have potential. Ah, that was already a bad move. Let's restart, because that was silly. We could have stuck him where he could already be getting something. Just right here, and there's a space behind him. Indigo. Then we can put Wrath here. And then we can put Chan here for them. Which should not be an issue. And then, I think, let's stick in with DPS, which I think what we'll do is we'll put, bring in here, facing up. And then Anai beside her to the right, also facing up. For now, let's go ahead and put down Chan in DPS mode until such time that we need to switch her back. and we can put aim behind arrogance and boost his DPS a little bit more because he needs a DPS boost. And then let's double time this situation here. Okay, we got that one knocked out. Alright, so we got 25 diamonds, 282 XP potions, and 600 gold. Alright, I'm going to get out of here for now, because I'm going to have to go do some real life things. And then, hopefully I should be back soonish. I'm going to check this black market guy real quick, and make sure I don't have anything there. Nothing that I'm interested in at the moment. And then, let's look real fast and see how we're doing in this fight here. Looks like we're still have a decent lead in this contest. Alright. As far as everything else goes, I think I'll wait on it for later. Alright, I'm going to take off. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you. It's great to see everybody. And if you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and see you next time I go live. Hopefully, I will all see all of you then. I will all see all of you then? Sure, why not? Alright. I will see all of you then. Have a good day till then.